Okay guys, I'm back. Thank you for having wait. So yeah, I'll introduce those two AIs, Changar and Pantheon. Changar was made by Kuni, who is a scripter of Rage which performed very well in his first game against Ulysses. It was in the group B, and Rage lost 1-2 against Ulysses. Ulysses, which is one of the newest AI participating to this tournament. It's his first participation in the Davis Cups in this season of the Davis Cup. So Changar was made just before Rage, and it's a 4 years old AI. It's one of my favorite unknown AI. I say unknown because it's only used in Davis Cup. In the other tournament, people used to make AIs to use AIs very known, and Changar isn't one of them. So Davis Cup is an opportunity to see AIs which are not used that much. And in the opposite side, we've got Pantheon, which is made by Cake Mathonage. It's an AI which was made almost at the same time than Changar. I would say it was made 3 or 4 years ago, and Cake Mathonage created Tron, which is more known, and it's considered as a top 8 or top 10 AI. Pantheon is an AI which plays only with Paladin civilizations. So that's why I use Hans, Persian, Frank, and Teutonic for his civilization in this tournament. Changar can play any civilization, so it will play team random against Pantheon. So you're welcome, Rucksack. I never seen you here, so I hope you'll enjoy this event. So the first game is a 1 versus 1. And it will be Answer at least. Okay, everything looks fine. I need to change the score. And good luck to both of these AIs. Let's go. So you will notice that Pantheon just fast castle and goes for a full crush with many knights. So the weak part of this strategy is against an aggressive AI which can kill Pantheon fastly in a strong feudal rush. Changar tends to be a bit slow in researching feudal, so it can let Pantheon to fast castle peacefully and to be really strong later in the game. So Changar really needs to attack the fastly it can, or it will be difficult for Changar, I guess. I don't remember exactly what is the strategy of Changar, so it will be a surprise for me. But if I'm right, it will just go to flush. Hello Mega. I just noticed you post something in the Twitch. You're welcome. And thank you again for your patience with my pretty bad accent and my pretty bad English. So as you can see, both of those AIs lures the boat to the TC. It shows that they are not that old AIs. So Changar is the first, which is researching feudal age. It's meaning gold, so it maybe goes for arches. Well, it has almost 500 food, so maybe it can try a fast castle. Oh yeah, market. Yes, it looks like it will fast castle. Okay, interesting. Both are researching wheelbarrow in castle, in feudal age, and then they might go for fast castle. Well, Changar went for a market before the barrack to balance the economy, to be the fastest in castling. It can help. Oh yes, it goes arches. So the strategy should be crossbows into archery range. It will probably need some pikemen. A third archery range. Maybe, oh yes, maybe cavalry archers? No, just archers. Already 3 lumber camps. And in the opposite side, we've got 1 UTC early for Pantheon. Changar has the military advantage, 7 crossbows against 5 knights. And already scalbarding research for Pantheon. Now we are just waiting for the first attack. Oh, you're from Germany, okay. We've got many AIScripters who are from Germany, like Aleph, Promi, Archon, and maybe some other ones. Maybe, Rexac, you should start learning the scripting stuff to join us. We just need new blood in our community, so you will be welcome. Okay, both of those AIs looks kind of shy. But Pantheon should attack now, because at least it's strong against crossbows, but Changar is massing crossbows actually. almost 40 crossbows for Changar, 2 TCs. And Pantheon has a big advantage in this civilization, 75 against 56. So let's see what Changar is going to do. But Kindaro is missing for the crossbows. But the spearman has already forging and is Calmade. No bloodline for Pantheon. Well, Pantheon is taking a huge advantage actually. It's hurting the economy of Changar. And already 100 civilian population for Pantheon against 73. Is there a third TC, blue side? Yep. Same for Pantheon. Let's see about the economy. Well, Pantheon has already a lot of food, so it could be able to reach Imperial Age pretty soon. It has got, yes, it's already researching Imperial Age in a good time. I'll just decrease the sound of the game. I don't know if you hear my voice. Okay, it looks like the strategy of Pantheon consisting in just going mass knight was much better against an AI which won't attack in Feudal Age. At least Kuni went for a full crossbows for his other AI which is called Rage. It looks like Kuni just loves crossbows. But we will see in the 4 versus 4 if Changar goes for knights too, depending on the position of the AI. If it's pockets, we can expect some knight from Changar, I hope. Okay, almost the double of civilian population Pantheon side. And Pantheon goes for paladins. Getting paladins after 40 minutes is pretty good for AIs. Well, I can say already GG for Pantheon. I'll increase the speed of the game using speed 8 for this. And 1-0 for Pantheon. If Changar has some resigner, it should resign pretty soon. Okay, 5 TC for Pantheon. Okay, it looks like Changar has no resign rule, so I just give it the admin win to Pantheon. Let me change the score. 1-0. And let's run the second game. Yeah, maybe he's got my pack. Maybe. Well, at least before the tournament to start, we check if there is no cheat code inside of the script, and at least Pantheon is clearly not cheating like every other AI participating to the Davis Cup series. At least it does cheat in hardest, but we are not playing hardest here. Okay, so let's go for the second game. Oh, fuck, I forgot something to change civilizations. Yes, at least Barbaria does cheat in hardest like every AI. So the first will be Hans, the second will be Persian, the third will be Frank, and the fourth will be Teutonic. Okay, I guess everything is fine now. So yeah, you were talking about Barbarian. If you didn't see the first seasons of the Davis Cup, you have to know that Barbarian won any single game, which is really crazy considering the fact that Davis Cup lets the best AI to take part, like Promi, The Horde, Illuminati, Tribal, etc. So Barbarian just won almost 50 games in a row during the first 3 seasons. But I would say that this time the difference in skill between Barbarian and the other AIs is probably decreasing a lot, and I would be really surprised if Barbarian win against any single game. I can see Maya beating Barbie sometimes. Promi can do it too, especially in 4 vs 4. Well, I hope that Tribal can do the same. And Illuminati did win against Barbarian in the previous tournament, which is called Fan Crazy. So I would say that Barbarian needs to care this time. And for the show, at least, it would be great to see Barbarian in difficulty this time. It might happen, I guess. So there will be no surprise Pantheon side. The wall AIs will just fast castle and mass knights. So the point is more about Changar pockets. We will see if it will go knights or just crossbows. It will be said regarding the civilization which are all paladin thieves. Well, I guess that as Frank, Changar should go knights. The Frank is in pocket position, it's a grey one. Yeah, at least the main goal is really close to the TC. Sometimes Arabia map is really unfair. But the good point in this time is the fact that there is no lake, which sometimes is really disturbing for AIs, especially when they try to build a good lumber camp in a good position. So as Pocket Till decided to go markets and forging, I just don't want to see an archer. Oh, okay, great. It goes for a stable this time as Hans, and at least as Frank it should do the same. But Grey looks to be a kind of late. Wow, really late. 16 minutes feudal age is pretty bad. Well, I'm not sure it's great to go for a market when you're pocket. You just should go barracks and stable. Except if you want to sling, maybe. Maybe Changar would sling. It could be great to see. It would be the reason why Frank is so late. Maybe it just expect to sling. And as Teutonic, Changar goes for knights, so there is no crossbows. Oh, interesting. Purple as Persian goes for monk rush. That now I remember why I said at start that I like Changar. It's because it can have very interesting strategies. Oh, well, it looks like Grey built that barrack so far from his town. That would explain why it was so late in researching castle, and it's a bit disappointing to see that it goes for archers as Frank. It's a mess. So let's see who is already attacking. Actually, people are just massing their units. No clear attack. Or maybe this side. Let's see if this monk rush will work. Yeah, actually already two knights converted. Well, already almost 15 monks trained. Yesterday we saw Tlamakarski, which is a full monk rush AI, which performed pretty bad compared to this AI. And let's see what Teal can do against green. And actually at least Grey is almost out of the game for having built that barrack so far from his town. Well, Teal has an impressive statistic, 30 kills, 0 loss. Well, his first loss now. While yellow is attacking with a lot of knights, helped in this by red against orange. And at least Grey won't be able to help orange because of this choice of units. Crossbows are really not the best idea for Changar. Well, the first assault of Teal looked very strong, but it didn't kill green. While in the opposite side, orange is in a big harassment. It gives Pantheon an edge advantage actually. Oh, interesting to see that the knights are added with some light cavalries. And Grey is already attacked. It's already lost many villagers. So at this point of this game we can say that green is suffering a bit, but in the opposite side we've got 3 Pantheon attacking all together the poor orange, which is already almost dead, 9 population, while Grey is hurt a lot, 60 population, so the north of the map is clearly at the advantage of Pantheon, when at the same time we've got Teal, which keeps attacking green, helped in this with purple and his monk rush, but it tends to turn into a 3 versus 2 for Pantheon, so I guess that it's turning very bad for Changar. Oh, and already Pantheons, 3 Pantheons are already in Imperial Age, and red and yellow are researching paladins. At least once again you can see that Pantheon needs to be attacked pretty soon in the Imperial Age, or it's turned to be really strong in late age. I never test Pantheon against Strong, which are the 2 AIs made by Quick My Phone Age. Maybe Pantheon could win against Strong. Red is coming back because it's attacked by green, while green by Teal, I mean, Teal, which is researching Imperial Age. Okay, in fact it's a 3 versus 2. Well, I don't know why it looks like Teal won this battle against Red. Red had so many paladins against those cavaliers, those I don't know the name in English. Not cavaliers. Knights, I mean, yeah. Okay, I'll increase the speed because it looks like it's almost finished. Once again, Pantheon looks ready to strong for Changar. Purple went Imperial Age. And it looks like it goes for elephants. We would have liked to see some halberdiers and some paladins at least for purple, but he decided to go for random units. I mean, those elephants weren't the good point at this gap of the game. But I won't say that Changar lost because of the great strategy going Archer as Frank, but at least he didn't help Changar to win this game. Hello, she's on toast. Nice to see you. Maybe she's on toast. You would like to see Subjugator after this game. I can do it for you if you want. What I planned to stream was Doomsday against Rage, but I can do Subjugator against. I don't remember which would be your opponent. Maybe Meleon or Valkyrie. Okay, send me your last version and tell me if you want to play against Valkyrie or Meleon. Anyway, first I have to play 2 versus 2 between Changar and Pantheon, so you've got a small delay. Well, I think I can give the admin win to Pantheon. Well, 8 castle for the blue one. Okay, thank you, she's on toast. I'll check it. I just hope that it won't be a buggy version, she's on toast, but I believe in you. Okay, I installed your last version, so I'll go for the 2 versus 2 between Pantheon and Changar, and then it will be Subjugator against Meleon for fun. I'll change the score. So we got Hans plus Persian. And here we go, everything looks fine. I would like to see a better performance from Changar because honestly it's a good AI in my opinion. I would like Kanye to come back and work a bit on Changar to make it a top AI. It has a potential and at least interesting strategies, as you could see the game before. And maybe it needs a better economy in Castle Age to reach Imperial faster, and maybe some better rules in Imperial Age to go, for example, paladins when you have paladin civilizations instead of going some random units like the elephants. Well, at least it trained like one elephant only, but it wasn't great to see this against a full paladin opponent when it could train, for example, more spearmen and go for halberdiers, etc. Well, I definitely would like to see Pantheon against Tron, which are the two AIs made by Quake My Phone Age. Tron tends to go fast castle too, regardless the fact it's pocket or flank. But if you pick Mongol or Saracen, it will go for a flush with scouts, with towers, with almost everything, archers, skirmishers, spearmen, etc. That's why for the Davis Cup, the 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2 will be played with Mongol plus Saracen front side. So Changar goes for Loom, something that Valkyrie just don't know. It's always sad to see Valkyrie losing 1, 2, or maybe sometimes 3 villagers in Dark Age just because it goes to lure some boars without Loom. So Electricity, please do it. Maybe not for Valkyrie, but for your next AIs like the experimental you are working about. It's so easy to add this. And sometimes Valkyrie just never loom. After a 30 minutes game, you can see villagers losing against a wolf just in middle of nothing. Okay, so everyone goes for wheelbarrow once again. And purple is late. The Changar Persian, which did so good the game before, is playing like the Frank. Okay, so we will have knights for Teal, which is a good choice. And I still don't know what purple is going to do. It's starting to research castle. I don't see the barrack. Did it build a barrack far like the game before? I just hope it's not the case. Oh damn, this lumber camp is so bad. Where is the barrack, man? Oh, okay, monasteries. That's funny to watch, I guess. So we've got Knight aside and Monk Rush other side. It's a real opportunity for Changar. If you remember the 4v4 just played before, the side Changar chose to Monk Rush and to go full Knights. It did work pretty well against Pantheon, so maybe this 2v2 can turn in the favor of Changar. I'll just check something related to the brackets. Okay. So the third AI in this group F is Tyrant, which is an AI made by Alevo, Van White. And it's a good AI which goes for classic strategies like Feudal Rush, etc. So it's another way to play. And Tyrant really can do something against those two AIs. So in my opinion, this group is really open. But at least if Pantheon win by 3-0 against Changar, it has a red opportunity to finish at the first place of this group. And blue and red decided to attack the same AI. Maybe red didn't find kill, I don't know. Oh, and this Monk Rush didn't work well because the Persian has already lost 6 units. No, it converted 8 units and lost 30 units. So now it's up to Tilt to kill the maximum it can against red. It already works. But I'm afraid that purple is already hurt too much. It is building with 3 TCs, so it's the same for blue. Red has probably 3 TCs too, yeah. And Teal is having an advantage against red. Well, the advantage is not that clear because red has almost 100 pop, civilian pop against 70. Well, Pantheon looks to have overall better boom compared to Changar. So many more villagers. Oh, interesting. Pantheon goes for some monks.
Non.
Plus his knight and some rams. Well, it looks like Steel is doing a good job because it was very late in the villagers production, but actually they have almost red until the same number of villagers. And at least Teal has many more units than red, so Teal is winning this side while purple is dying. I don't see purple to counter this attack. It has almost nothing, 3 units, maybe 3 months. While the first assault Pantheon side did the job against purple. This 2 versus 1 was really strong. I expected more from those months, but it looks like it didn't work well. So at this step of this game, Teals really need to kill red fastly, because purple just can do nothing against the blue, which will probably switch his target for teal. And blue is in Imperial Age. And teal is far from reaching Imperial. 400 food, 300 gold. Well, red is defending with almost nothing, but it still has 115 civilian population. I don't see any trade. Pantheon side.
Attaquez l'ennemi maintenant.
Yes, Valkyrie already played and lost 3-0. But Meleon looked really too strong. I would say that Valkyrie played better than Fire. I would have liked to see a small update made by Electricity for Valkyrie, but it looks like Electricity don't want to work anymore on Valkyrie. So purple is dead. It's interesting to see that teal is... Well, I would say I was saying that it starts to attack blue, but now it's just some forward buildings. And red is definitely not dead, so it's a 2 versus 1. And this time Changar has a good idea to go for Cavaliers, and we can expect some Paladins soon. Halberdiers is fine. What I don't like to see is those Tarkan. I personally never train Tarkans, neither for Tribal nor for Pharaon. I just don't like the Tarkan. Well, I guess that we can increase the speed because it's definitely finished. Well, there were overall 3 good games in my opinion. And I'm kind of impressed by Pantheon. Pantheon just makes me think of a mini note. The most plays the same strategy, but mini note is a 100 rules AI. And I think that mini note maybe can defeat Pantheon. That's why mini note is seated in a very good position in Davis Cup. If I'm right, it's like seeded 12 or something. Yes, at least Tarkan's rocks in Warrior Kingdom, like the Berserks for Vikings. Yeah, okay, admin win. Anyway, it's finished. 2 population for teal. I guess it's that villagers which is trying to survive. Okay, it looks like red didn't want to die. And Yeah, that first Arso 2 versus 1 against the poor purple just gave the win to Pantheon. Good job.